Okay, there have been 5 non-me videos since my last proper video, so I've got a lot to fit in not very much time. First of all, my logo. Right, so it's not a very good logo, but the point is that unlike the royalty music that you were playing, you don't have to pay royalties for this because both the picture and the sound are released under a Creative Commons license. Not going to explain that there. If you don't know what it is, wiki it. As far as the issue with my filler video is concerned, I don't mind that you unnumbered it. That's fair enough, it wasn't a proper video. Would have been nice for you to talk about it with me beforehand, but you didn't, and I'm not going to dwell on it. I was originally going to do a video the next day, but Carla texted me and said, no, don't do a video, I want to do one. Fair enough. Was going to do it on Monday, but decided I don't want all of the videos to be on one side of the week, want to spread them out a little. So I didn't, and I asked Owen if he'd swap days with me, so he'd do Thursday or Friday this week, and I'd do Wednesday. But no, he wanted to talk about the election. So forget that. On the subject of the election, I'm glad Obama won. I think he was the more deserving candidate. It was good to see a candidate talking about the economic issues that the country is facing, which they are facing major economic issues at the moment. Their debt clock recently maxed out and broke. Which, for those who don't know, there's a debt clock recording up to, I think it's 10 billion, might be 100 billion dollars worth of debt. And it reached the maximum and broke. Yeah. Bad. And so it was nice to see a candidate actually talking about that, which is a real problem, rather than the war which shouldn't have been started in the first place. Okay, so let's talk about my pet peeves then. Pronunciation is a big one. People who pronounce things wrong really piss me off. On that note, Owen, let me help you there, it's subliminal. Subliminal. And to Daniel, it's not subliminal anyway, so it's a moot point. Vegetarians and vegans, simply because I like debate and argument. I've got a main channel video in which I did just that. Not because I have any true belief, simply because I like arguments. Agnostics. I don't mind religious people too much, you know. If people stick to their conviction, that's down to them. But when people say, I don't know, I don't have enough evidence to choose, it annoys me. Public transport in general. Bus drivers are annoying when they drive past you, yes. But more annoying when you actually get on the bus and then they decide to have a break. Or get halfway to your destination and decide, no, I'm going to stop here and go home. No, you don't do that. That's not how a bus driver works. You go to your destination, then you stop for a break, or a toilet break, or food, or whatever. Now that I'm paying for my full journey, I want my full journey. I don't want you to stop halfway through, I don't want you to make me late, I want you to take me from A to B. Is it so hard to comprehend? Service calls, specifically computer service calls, or people that they phone you and then they put you on hold until you answer, but they wait like 5 seconds to actually take you off of hold. When people do that, I hang up. I don't care who's on the other end of the phone, I hang up. Daniel, there are never enough plug sockets or USB ports on a computer. Just never. By the way, Carla, I had forgotten that you were a vegetarian. I just had, until you mentioned it. Never mind. Hand in hand with pronunciation is deliberate misspelling. People who misspell things online because it makes them look cool, or they think it's saving them time. It takes more time to think how to misspell something than to spell it properly. In a text, I can deal with it. You're saving space because you're charged via the length of the text. MSN, no, there's no need. Blogs, there's no need. Actual newspaper articles, don't you dare. Carla, you picked a very weird time to start messing with Movie Maker there. Could you not have done it on your own time and not in your Project Mackerel video? Anyway. By the way, Desperate Housewives is funny. I actually like Desperate Housewives. Don't watch it regularly, but when I do, I have a chuckle. Phonejacker is not. Phonejacker has a couple of funny moments, but in general, just not funny. Sorry, Owen, no. Daniel, of course supermarkets are designed to take your money. They're a business. I'm not even going to reason that. That's the stupidest thing you have ever said. Since no one else has mentioned it, specifically Owen, I thought I'd congratulate him on his Halloween costume. He went as me. It wasn't the best of costumes, he picked a really bad wig out, but overall I thought it was really quite funny. I'd clap, but I don't want to seem any more condescending than I actually am. I like how certain points have kept going, the RE lessons for instance, and I have to agree with Daniel, he's gotten round to exactly my way of thinking now, and I think what he said about it is completely right. I think RE lessons are brilliant, they should definitely stay as they are, but they're not taken seriously enough when you're actually in them. It's only afterwards you appreciate them for what they could have been. On a similar note, your point of conversation, as Owen said, I didn't see where you were going, so I didn't really know what to discuss, Daniel. But now that you've gone ahead and told us that it was from Michael Frayn, I don't care anymore, because Michael Frayn's a terrible author and I despise him. I had to deal with spies for my Year 12 book in English literature, and as Carla well knows, I despised that book. There's no other way to put it. I did actually like the question, though, once I got thinking about it. I can't believe I missed House as one of my favourite programmes. That is an amazing programme. The character of House is like one of the best sociopathic characters ever. As Daniel said, Dr. Cox is also an amazing character. I love the character of Dr. Cox from Scrubs. And I particularly liked the semi-crossover episode where Dr. Cox was compared to House. And he was given the walking stick, so he had that limp. That was brilliant. It was like the two best characters ever put together in one. There was no Heroes in America this week, which has actually made my week rather hollow. In fact, on the subject of Heroes, Daniel, I know I said to take your time with the DVDs, but, any chance of getting through sometime soon? Please? Just on a note completely unrelated to Project Mackerel, I just got my magazine through that I designed for the summer uni course during the summer. I'm quite happy about it, actually. I'm most happy about the certificate. I didn't realise that it was going to be accredited, but it is, so I can put it on my CV and everything. Which leaves me with 3 things left to discuss. The first is my point of conversation for this week, which I obviously didn't get over properly in my Saturday filler video. And basically, it's that I want you to discuss how young people and teenagers are displayed in the media. You can talk about whatever you want, so long as it gets back to this subject. I did a video on my main channel talking about it for a while. If you want to look at that, that's RE Gives a Chance. Right, the second thing is the Project Mackerel blog. I was thinking that because we don't really have that much time to talk, if things weren't covered properly in your video, you could blog about it instead, or as well, rather. The Google account we use comes with a complimentary Blogspot account, which I figure we may as well start using. If people want to maybe do this, talk about it in your next video, and we'll discuss the semantics of it. The last thing I want to talk about is NaNoWriMo, which there are videos, like a list of them in the sidebar. Basically, it's a 50,000 word novel project to be done this month. I don't know if anyone would actually like to take part, but I certainly am, because I love writing and stuff. And I know Owen likes writing, but I don't know that he's committed enough to do a 50,000 word novel. Not that I really am. Anyway, that's me done for this week. I'm amazed that I'm still under 10 minutes, but there we go.